gang violence and other kind of violence.
Guess what? I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. But I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
Like, that wouldn't even be a possibility. Okay? Or even be able to tell a story. So when you have multiple dudes coming out, that shit changes the game.
Your name, you know, how'd you find us? Where are you here? The first thing I said, my name is Samuel, and I'm here because, you know, you helped me a lot. I went and forgave my mom. I went and forgave my dad. I had a lot of anger, and I just dropped that, and I feel way better now. I'm really, you know, growing, and I want to thank you for it.
Among him are 3 other alleged witnesses and victims who also chose to tell their stories. Samuel began his relationship with Jesse professionally, washing cars for him and doing other cleaning work at what they call the Bond House. The Bond House is where Jesse and several of his male staff currently live. And
guys, like the video. Like the video. We got 105 likes, 137 people watching. Like the video. Y'all getting this real nigga breakdown by Jenquavius himself.
And when Samuel began opening up to Jesse about his past, things got personal.
I was molested as a boy, so I was like, Jesse, what do I do? Like, this is weighing heavy on me. What should I do? He said, forgive him. It's in the past. Our relationship progressed slowly, closer and closer. I didn't suspect anything weird of it. There were certain times where he began hugging me where I was like, whoa, I've never been hugged by a man.
Hugging a grown man who's not your family is crazy. I'll dap you up. Yo, what's good, brother? Take you in, you know what I'm saying? Give you the dap, the handshake with the, you know, with the extended wrist and then the hand on the back. But it's going to be a split second. Yo, what's good, brother? Boom, boom. Tap your back and then we gone. Okay?
What was this? But I was like, this is, I guess, he would just tell me like, you know, I just love you. So I'm like, okay, I guess you know, I love you too.
But
saying I love you too to another man is crazy.
Much like with Patrick Rooney, Samuel states things went from casually close to mortally sinful.
So a Friday afternoon, evening, I go to Jesse's house and I am sitting in his couch, relaxing. You know, I'm kind of avoiding the LA traffic at the peak hour. So it's a good deal. And I get to stay somewhere with someone that I respect, friend. So then by this point, we're already real comfortable with like hugging and all that stuff, you know, just hugging for long periods of time. I thought nothing weird of it. I guess my guard had already been let down completely.
Like I said, hugging another man, a grown-ass man who is not your family, is wild. That's wild.
So I'm sitting in this couch, he kneels down in front of me, and then he wraps himself around, his arms around my waist. And
what? He said this nigga kneeled down to give him some top and hugged his legs, nigga. Do you know what that looks like?
I am a nurse.
A nurse?
Yes.
Beta! Groomer, are you the head of your wife?
I like to think that we're equal.
Are you the head? Beta!
I am no. I'm an alpha.
Not if you think you and your wife are equal. Beta!
Oh, because I tell you why.
Beta!
And my stepmom thought I was getting an attitude, and she got really mad that I said that to her. And so not even like 2 minutes later, my dad called me.
Beta!
I told my dad.
Oh, poor daddy feelings hurt.
Beta! Did you think I'm a beta? Did you think I'm a beta? Did you think I'm a beta?
Manhood hour.
That's some beta ass shit to get on your knees for another man. And hugging another man's legs is crazy. These are all allegations. This is all alleged.
I'm like, okay, this is kind of weird, but I'm like, Jesse, why are you doing that? He's like, I just love you so much. And I'm like, okay, I guess. I was just like this. So then he starts rubbing my thighs, and I'm like, okay, what is he doing? Like, it's kind of crazy. And then he starts rubbing my genital area.
Yeah, there's no way another man could even get on his knees trying to act like he was gonna hug my legs. Nigga, I'll knee you in the fucking face. So this guy, like, he was molested as a kid, you know. I feel bad for you and all that type of shit, but it sounds like he was probably still, you know, battling with his sexuality, because there's no way, like, if a dude tried to like act like he was gonna give a nigga some head, like, I can't even say me, but if a like, there would be knees to the face. There's no way that a nigga is even touching my legs.
And I'm like, what's happening right now? And then
he said, you finna get some head. That's what's happening.
He pulls down my pants, and then I'm like, I'm shocked. I'm not saying anything. I'm like, my face is like, whoa, what the hell is happening right now?
From there, Jesse instructed Samuel to go into his so-called meditation called the silent prayer.
Wow. This nigga told this is a grown-ass man who has a silent prayer. You know, shout out to all my prayer warriors out there, but the silent prayer is crazy. Let me go to my silent prayer. What the fuck? Yeah, I mean, like, golly, this is wild. This is crazy. From going down to hugging the nigga's legs to telling this nigga to go to his silent prayer. This nigga pulled out a daily bread. This man pulled out a daily bread. Let me do my silent prayer real quick while I get some head.
Jesse instructed Samuel to go into his so-called meditation called the silent prayer.
And he's like, doubt all thoughts. All thoughts are lies. Everything Satan is telling you is a lie. And I'm like, okay. But inside it's telling me, hey, this is not good. What are you doing? What are you allowing him to do?
Samuel describes Jesse abusing the supposed meditative state, trying to convince Samuel to ignore the traumatic sexual experience occurring.
It went on for a few minutes. He would get up, walk away. I could hear him. I couldn't see him. Get up. He would get up, walk away. I could hear him get up, walk away, touch it, get up, walk away, touch it.
No, and you stood there and let this nigga get up, walk away, touch your dick, get up, walk away, come back and touch your other. Like, what the hell is going on?
And I was like, what the hell's going on? So then I opened my eyes, and then I'm like, what just happened?
Another alleged victim was Trayvon Chapman, who in 2015 told his friend, now 43-year-old Armand Martikian, that Jesse molested him.
And the fact that they used Trayvon's picture, like accusing a brother, this is why I believe it too. Because accusing a nigga, like even them throwing his face in this documentary and he ain't spin the block, lets me know that he gave them consent to use his image. And, you know, he wanted his story out there because he didn't want it to happen to other people. That's what it seemed like, because if you accuse a nigga, you could get killed for accusing a nigga of being a snitch. Look at Nipsey Hussle. And you could get killed for accusing a nigga of being gay, even if he is gay. Like, if he's a gay street nigga and like you're the only one who knows he's gay, or maybe a few people kind of know that he's gay or whatnot. They even said Alpo Slick might have been suspect. I mean, they'll kill you over accusations like that. So I believe bruh. You know what I mean? Especially if he's letting them use his image. It's crazy.
His friend, now 43-year-old Armand Martikian, that Jesse molested him.
The first thing came out of his mouth, that Jesse's homosexual. And I say, you know, he can't be saying this, you know, like he's all against it. He's a, you know, straight conservative man who, you know, this is like, what you're saying is bizarre, you know, doesn't make sense. But at the same time, it kind of struck me as a truth. What this guy was saying, he was explaining the incidents, like certain acts that they would do. They had some nicknames. Jesse had nicknames, you know, say instead of telling what the act is, he named it oral massage, according to Trayvon.
Oral massage. God damn. That's wild.
Let me see down there, pointing at my.
Armand began questioning.
It went to Jesse. I said, Jesse.
Hold on, let's go back.
Instead of telling what the act is, he named it oral massage, according to Trayvon.
Armand tried to tell Jesse what Trayvon said, and he just dismissed it.
I went to Jesse. I said, Jesse, I bumped into Trayvon, and he was talking bad things about you. The moment I said that, his first response was, oh, he's on drugs.
Damn. So they're dismissive. Like, there's no way word's going to get back to me that, hey, somebody said that you tried to suck their dick. And nigga, who said that? We finna go find them and have a conversation, because you ain't finna be lying on me like that. That's crazy. But that's not what Jesse did. He said, oh, he's on drugs. Like, nah.
When he said he's on drugs, shivers went down my spine. Like, uh-oh, aren't you going to ask what he said about me?
Right.
Trayvon has since disappeared. None of the men have any idea of his current whereabouts, though they assume he's still somewhere in LA.
I mean, he's probably still on drugs. So he could be lying. That's a drug addict, and it's word of mouth. So it could be a lie. But you got one dude who was totally sane, a 30-year-old bald man, said that this man wrapped his arms around his legs and touched his dick while telling him to do the silent prayer. Then you have a guy who said they was fucking for 10 years.
After this encounter, Armand began questioning his own relationship with Jesse.
And then I had a flashback. Back in the day, it was such an insignificant thing that it never stayed in my memory, but for some reason, the flashback had when I was in the private counseling, he kind of gestured me, let me see down there, pointing at my, referring to my, down there as in my privates. Not knowing what was about, I'm at very late teens at that moment, like kind of got tricked into it, pulled my pants forward where he kind of looked at it. But at the same time, I'm thinking like, maybe he's trying to see if I'm shy. He's trying to help me overcome shyness.
What the fuck? So he said he was a teen. He said he was a late teens. That's what he said. Right, hold on.
Kind of got tricked into it, pulled my pants forward where very down there as in my privates. Not knowing what was about, I'm at very late teens at that moment, like kind of got tricked into it.
So he's late teens. I mean, even in my late teens, ain't no nigga finna touch my fuck. You got me fucked up.
Pull my pants forward where he kind of looked at it. But at the same time, I'm thinking like, maybe he's trying to see if I'm shy. He's trying to help me overcome shyness because I was a little shy. I didn't know what to make of it. I remember saying, if somebody sees us from outside, they're going to think we're gay, I said. Later, I looked back, thought that the fact that I said, if somebody sees us, they're going to think we're gay. He kind of probably thought that, okay, he's too aware. I'm not going to advance any longer.
Former bond house manager, 50-year-old Robert Santner, alleges he witnessed similarly strange behavior in 2021 between Jesse and current bond producer James Hake.
Guys, we have 67 votes on the poll, 132 watching. Make sure you vote on the poll. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think these allegations are true? Do you think they're false? All of this is alleged. It sounds very much true. To me, these guys are really telling a story. It could be a story, right? But there's so much. They're painting a picture, man, and it's very connected. And a lot of these situations that Jesse Lee Peterson is allegedly involved with, it sounds very consistent in the way that he's approaching these situations. Now, I will say, for all of you guys who are into symbolism, they have like the portal, the hand portal. They have the hand portals right here, so this could be some Illuminati shit. Right? We got 2 people with the hand portals. So it could be some Illuminati takedown bullshit, you know. I'm still holding out hope. I'm still holding out hope. But this is wild.
What I witnessed, him and Jesse were hugging each other intensely, rubbing each other's shoulder down stuff, and he came to a point where I actually saw him kissing him on the cheek and stuff on the hallway, and talking all kinds. I can't remember what the words he said, but there were a lot of giggling in the hallway in his James room.
Kissing another man on the cheek is crazy. I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place. And as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Like the video, hell, share the video. And make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comments section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this son violence in the streets. I'm Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17. I'll say that. That's wild.
And then there was even one time that just really shocked the living hell out of me. As I went to the laundry room stuff, after I took the laundry out, and then when I got out, and there was a door open in Jesse's room, and there I saw Jesse was sitting in the bed, and while James Haight was wrapped around bed sheets, completely around like a burrito with his head sticking out. And Jesse was like embracing him and hugging him and stuff, and then kissing him on the forehead.
All right, that's gay as hell. And he's saying that he saw this with his own eyes. He's saying that he saw this with his own eyes. Hey. They got you on the fence, Jesse Lee Peterson. I'm curious to see what if he's gonna address. If he doesn't address it tomorrow on his live, I believe it. Okay. If he doesn't go 100% debunk mode, y'all know how like Fresh and Fit, they've been doing like the debunk videos, and they'll like do hours of debunking and shit like that, whatever. If he don't go, he don't have to be on there for hours, but if he doesn't at least go through this video and point out the lies, then ooh. So let's see what the poll is talking about. We have 72 votes on the poll. Let's get it to 100 votes, guys. Let's get the poll to 100 votes, guys. We got 72 votes so far. Let's get the poll to 100 votes. We got 60-40 so far. So if you guys are on Jesse Lee Peterson's side, y'all better start hitting that no, he's a Christian vote. Because he finna lose if if we end this shit and he, you know what I mean? The poll is this is the jury now. Y'all gotta understand, this is the jury. All right, so we making our decision based off of this. Yeah, I mean, because I trust y'all judgment. Y'all watching it with me. I'm watching it. Y'all watching it. You know, this is too many white men coming together and saying that he fucked them or try to do some goofy shit with him.
And I was like, hey, are you all right?
Hake, to this day, is an ardent defender of Jesse and his ministry, essentially helping him ostracize all the men accusing Jesse of homo predation. Santner also described an incident where Jesse attempted grooming him to see if he was a homosexual.
Uh-oh.
Like there was one night, okay, I was all by myself. It was like...
So the grooming terminology is kind of off to me, because grooming, in my opinion, I guess it can imply... Well, I mean, I guess you can groom anyone, but it's associated to like underage. I mean, if a nigga asks you if you gay and you say no, and then he keep trying, then I would say it's grooming. But if a nigga is gay and he shoots his shot, you know, me personally, I wouldn't react in a crazy way. I'd be like, nah, you gay as hell. and just keep it moving. I probably wouldn't hang out with him no more. No disrespect to my gay niggas, but yeah, I mean, we just ain't out here like kicking it. Yeah, I mean, like I can say what's up, whatever, boom boom bap. And you know, I've even like walked through some like gay bars like with a chick or whatnot, and it do be weird in there. And then and like a lot of the gay bars, they have like some real blasphemous shit, like oh da 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 da, like Jesus glory hole, all types of weird shit. Okay, so I'm not one of those dudes who are like, oh, homophobic and I can't be around gay people at all and whatnot. Like, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? As long as y'all don't touch me with that bullshit, then I'm good. Okay. As long as I don't get monkeypox, I'm good. But what Jesse Lee Peterson is being accused of, he definitely crossed the line, if this is true, allegedly.
Santner also described an incident where Jesse attempted grooming him to see if he was a homosexual.
Like there was one night, okay, I was all by myself. It was like late at night after I came home from work. I was in the kitchen, you know, doing my own thing and stuff. And then suddenly there was Jesse appeared on the doorway, leaning against the doorway with his hand underneath his underpants. And he was like...
Now, I will say... I mean, if y'all saw that Kia Boys documentary that I did, niggas be chilling with their hands in their pants on the block because they got a strap. So that doesn't necessarily mean that you're gay if you got your hands in your pants chilling. You know what I mean? Because niggas be doing that shit. Like, you know, they be on the block and they be like hands in the pants and whatnot. And yo, what's good? Like, you know what I mean? What's good, son? They be having full on conversations with their hands in their pants. It looks funny, it looks crazy, but that is swag to certain people. Okay, so like being on the block posted with your hands in your pants is swag to certain people. So you know, I just want to point it out and be fair. Okay, because I do be seeing niggas on the corner with their hands in their pants, and they not necessarily gay, they just may be holding a strap in their pants.
The doorway with his hand underneath his underpants, and he was like slowly massaging himself and was giving me a look. And
all right, now that's gay.
And I turned around and says, "What the heck are you doing?" And he was like giving me a smile and giggle and stuff, and then walked away.
Wow, that sounds like some quagmire, like some gay quagmire shit.
Another witness is Martin Francis, who's largely been leading the charge against Jesse's purported homopredation. He describes himself as one of Jesse's best friends. You may recognize Francis from a video with Jesse arguing with a Univision reporter at a Prop 187 rally in Los Angeles in 1996.
And that man still got that dent in his head. He need to put some damn vitamin E oil on that shit.
A rally opposing the flood of illegal aliens entering the state.
Are you all right?
Are you okay? Oh, I'm feeling better than ever.
I ain't gonna lie, the way he just said, "Are you okay?" That shit sounded very sus.
Hey.
Are you all right?
Are you okay? Oh, I'm feeling better than ever.
Are you all right?
Yes, I'm all right.
Are you racist?
Am I what?
What are you think of these people now? Why? Why you stay here?
Are you racist? Am I racist?
Yeah.
No, I'm not a racist. Why do you ask that?
But since learning of Jesse's dark secret, Francis has led several protests against Peterson's homosexuality outside of the Bond studio.
So he used to be with him, and now he's not. Looks like Jesse was burning a lot of bridges with this gay shit.
Jesse was confronted by him several times this year and refused to address any of the accusations of him preying on young men at Bond. Here's a video of Francis from March, facing off with him.
Caught that nigga at the post office.
What appears to be the post office across the street from the Bond studio.
Oh, that's nice. He wants me to tell them how I was sleeping with my brother's wife. That's fine. But Jesse.
So he smashed his brother's wife. That takes a shot at his credibility. Let's be fair. You know, he a shiesty ass nigga. But he caught him lacking at the post office. Let's go.
Why will you not speak on your homosexual behaviors?
Francis confronted him again in the back of the building with Armand Martikian in February, capturing it all on video.
Jesse Peterson, I've known you for 25 years personally. Will you come? See, he's not coming over to me. Will you at least stand there where you feel safe and talk to me? Stand up on your porch with the door open and shout out to me. Why won't you talk to me? I've known you for 25 years. I've accused you of heinous things, and you will not talk to me. You coward.
Francis admits there were also a few clues that should have revealed Jesse was a homosexual long before he ever found out.
He wanted to see if I was willing.
He did not age well.
To have a homosexual relationship with him, of course, because that's what he was all about. He was about putting out feelers there and seeing who he could have sex with. And it didn't work with me because I had not been molested as a boy. And so eventually I told him, look, Jesse, I'm just an angry guy and I don't like these long hugs and all this stuff we're doing, you know, at night.
And did he stop?
There's no way a nigga could hug me, like, period. Unless, like, my nigga was breaking down, like his homie just got killed, and I'm just like, yo, bruh, you know what I'm saying? No homo. I got you, bruh. That's the only scenario I could think of.
Where he would come into my bed and just lay with me, you know.
Wow. A grown man laying with another grown man is crazy. If you got in my bed as a grown man, you getting your ass beat. Pause.
I'm just an angry guy and I don't like these long hugs and all this stuff we're doing, you know, at night.
And did he stop?
Where he would come into my bed and just lay with me, you know.
He would come into your bed and just lay with you?
Yes. And at one time even like put his hand underneath my underwear.
See, these niggas, they slick gay too, because there's no way another man could even get in my bed. Shout out to Performa 20 with the $5 super trap. He says, wow, just wow. My man JLP going outside, drop a super trap. Y'all, this stream is too spicy.
Oh, say less.
To go toward my genitals, right? He never got there because he could see I wasn't getting excited. So he never got there. He just like at the edge, you know, because you got to invite the vampire in. Is what they say in the vampire movies. And it's sort of true with even psychic vampires like Jesse. And so he would do those kind of tricks.
He tried to justify letting that nigga touch him. Oh, you got to let the vampire in. Get the fuck out of here. Ain't no damn vampire getting my ass. Fuck that.
Forgot there. He just like at the edge, you know, because you got to invite the vampire in is what they say in the vampire movies. And it's sort of true with even psychic vampires like Jesse. And so he would do those kind of tricks or put his hand around my back and up on my chest and be hugging and all that kind of stuff just to see if maybe I could get, and asking me if, how does it feel? And it feels good, right? And all that kind of stuff. And I would meekly answer, yeah, it feels good. But only because when you're under that kind of pressure, you just give the answer that he wants, but you're really like wanting to get the heck out of there. You're like ready to fly out of there like a bat out of hell.
Jesse appears to have used every dirty trick in the book to silence him, allegedly trying to have Francis arrested for violating an unserved restraining order.
I will go back to Phoenix and chill out with the relatives like I was.
Shout out to Sebastian Kim with the $9.99 super trap. He says, you know, one of these dudes sitting there bricked up listening to this story right now.
Oh, say less.
Right. I mean, and all of this is alleged. This is for entertainment purposes only. I don't know if this is true. I don't know if it's false. Me personally, though, like I said, I'm still standing on it. I think that like guys are not going to come out and say no bullshit like this and talk about getting piped down by another man, getting tried by another man. I just don't see this many guys coming out and oh, I was a victim of, you know what I'm saying? Dudes don't usually do that. Alexander Barron with the $3 euro says, do you believe this? ? Like I said, he always has some sweet tendencies. To me personally, I didn't really watch him that much But you know, 21 Studios, they had him on their 21 convention. So for them to me, it seems like they're cleaning house, because if they had him on the 21 convention, right, and then they expose him for being suspect, wouldn't that mess with their credibility? So they have to believe it, right? They have some strong convictions that, hey, this shit is really true. So it just doesn't make sense for them to out somebody who they actually had on their platform. You see what I'm saying? It just doesn't make sense, okay? And they believe in the same thing. Like Jesse Lee Peterson talks about beta and, you know, does manosphere talking points and whatnot. So to me, it seems like they're cleaning house. They're making shit like they've done this.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.
So it is what it is.